Welcome, friends and foes, to episode 12 of the Bromantic Quest.
Episode 11 was delightful. I think it went better than expected.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It went horrifically for me.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but also I feel like you've come out the other end in a better position than I thought you were gonna.
Okay, yeah. I kind of saw it coming because of my actions.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't going to get away with it scot-free.
I mean, I don't think you expected the son of Tyragon.
Oh, no. As in the twists and stuff, I didn't expect at all.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I predicted that.
That's what I was thinking. You saw it kind of like...
No. As in the punishment I got and all that lot, of it not going well for me. I knew that was going to be a thing. But definitely some new discoveries and some serious thinking that Gazzamatraz had to do in the past episode.
Yeah.
It's be interesting to see how being in prison for months and months on end.
Yeah. So what I'm excited, I'm going to tell everyone what I'm excited for this episode.
Okay, right.
Because same as always, like there's nothing, I've made no guarantees. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to lead you into anything here. So there's a couple of real story-changing turns in this, depending on what you want to do and so on and so forth. And I want to know what's going to become of Firelighter.
Okay.
I've made no plan.
Okay.
But also I have ideas, depending on how it goes.
Okay.
As we just discussed a moment ago, we've not seen Brienne.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not sure what's going on there.
Yeah.
The brother, Xander, escaped.
He did.
Also, Papa.
Papa was somewhere. We don't know.
We don't know where Papa is. So there's a real good few things. So I'm excited for all those things if they do pop up in this episode and
Interesting.
what Gazzamatraz is
You've
gonna
intrigued me, sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to reel them in.
Don't you hurt my firelight. I'll cut you.
We'll see.
I'll cut you.
Mate, I was a 2 months to kill him a couple of episodes ago, right? So
Shortest lived pet.
yeah, that was the reason I thought that's too soon. This isn't. Oh my god, what's his name? Gollum. This isn't Gollum.
Yeah. Trying to kill him off every episode.
Yeah. Oh god, I'll tell you what. There's some cool things coming up in about 3 episodes time. There's some cool stuff.
Okay, I'm excited.
Which should have been happening about this episode, but we've had a lot to deal with. So
Gazzamatraz has decided on other things.
yeah, absolutely.
So in case you didn't witness last episode.
Right, so as battle's just gone on, you're blinded. You're on how much health are you on?
47.
47. We've got 5
Big boys.
High Councilmen on horseback. So you begin Raging Tempest, and you swing that sword, and you swing with all your might, and a large tornado type whirlwind appears around you. So you shout for Firelighter, and you notice in a bundle of rope beside you is Firelighter. The High Councilmen surround you. They pin you down, and they strip you of all items on you. They spit on you. They had a family, you know. Slap you while you're down there laying on the ground. Gazzamatraz. Maybe I chose wrong. Maybe this was my fault. Maybe my guidance has led you to this path. I grant you this one life. But until you seek the righteous path, I will no longer be your guide. It's taken off you. You're now bound by chains, and you're unable to move. And they put you on a chair in a cubed room. That's just cold and stony, and you're just sat there in the middle. And a figure enters the room, and he closes the door behind him, and he locks it. And he says, "Hello, brother." And then he starts to circle you. One day, just kind of eyeballing, you're brought to court. We may be brothers, but neither of us are pure of heart. And he snaps his fingers, and a 7-year-old girl is brought into the room. Once again, a few days go by, turn into weeks, and you're taken to the courtroom. Here are our 2 worst criminals. We have Gazzamatraz, here on my right, sentenced to death by trial by combat. And we have Lucifer, here on my left, sentenced to death by trial by combat. So with 2 hands, you grab his shoulders, and you push him away, and then pull him towards you. And you just smash your head on his head, and you just see blood pour out the bridge of his nose and just bleed down his face. There, looking at the fire, about 5 meters away from you, is Tyragon.
He tried to kill me.
He pauses, steps back aghast. What? And then there's a knock on the door, and Xander walks in. And Tyragon looks at him furiously. And you are now left chained in a chair with 4 men who pull out swords. Now, this doesn't take away that Gazzamatraz has killed 4 High Councilmen. And this is a debt that must be settled. Lovely.
And that is the crazy shit that happened.
It was pretty hectic.
It was.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, because I know you're all gagging to go, a quick word from our sponsor.
The quest sponsored by Cobra Stacker on YouTube, your destination for all your gold and silver stacking needs.
Yeah.
For expert tips and advice, stacking gold and silver. A great channel filled with loads of real gold and silver content.
Gold and silver content.
Let's get
stacking.
Oh, yeah. Please do go over to Cobra Stacker and subscribe, take a look at the videos, join the auctions. It's all good stuff. You're not going to go on there and be bored. It's all really good content.
Yeah.
All good fun. So
lots to learn, lots to see. You've been doing a few more branching out kind of lives and stuff now as well.
Yeah.
On YouTube. Lots of interesting talks, and they're all up on his channel to watch. Some of them quite long.
Yes.
But once you get into the nitty-gritty of it, it's quite good to listen to if you're on a long car journey or just need something to play in the background. It's good. It's good to listen to.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of his channel, actually, is there's a real good range of length of videos. Absolutely. If you want to watch something quick, great. If you've got a long journey, great. It doesn't really matter. You're going to find something. So.
Exactly.
Well worth the doing. So we'll move on into the episode now.
Yeah. Magic.
Yeah. I really hope. Does that? Oh, that's showing way better.
Yeah. You can see that they're candles now.
Sometimes the real thing's not as good.
I mean, they are real. We're magic.
I mean, yeah.
Well, the fire. Oh.
Yeah. So
we're in quest mode now.
So we're in court. That's a sudden switch up, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're in court. That's where we are right now. Oh, yeah. That's where you are right now. Yeah. I'm everywhere. I'm the narrator, but
I'm in court.
Are in court. I think the last thing that happened was a couple of guys have gone up to court. Tyragon, everyone, all the eyewitnesses had been in, said their piece. Then one of the head members of the High Council is the judge dealing with all this, and they've brought it to attention that the punishment for killing 4 High Councilmen can't go unpunished. Obviously, that's a big deal. How do you plead?
Guilty.
The High Council dislike you strongly. However, rumours of what has happened regarding your misunderstanding, the High Council being sent to kill you, has quelled some of the rage. And obviously Jackiemoon standing up for you and all this kind of stuff, it's certainly helped your corner. However, it does leave them in a bit of a dilemma of what to do. So, as it stands, it's its gabble a couple of times, a bit of murmuring going on. Now, Gazzamatraz, I have overseen this courtroom many times, but your crimes, although terrible, are terribly misunderstood. And we could use you. You could be one of ours. We both seek the same goal, and we would like you to be a part of it. How do you feel?
I don't think I'm quite ready to join your ranks. Although I understand what I thought wasn't the case. I still don't think your guys are ready for me, or I'm ready for your guys.
Now here's the predicament, Gazzamatraz. Now, we have your inventory in our stockroom. That shield will remain with the High Council. Should you not wish to help us retrieve the other artifacts, that sword will remain with us, and you will be fined all of your gold for the crimes you have committed. Should you not wish to join our ranks.
What does joining your ranks involve?
Now, joining our ranks means that you listen to us. You go where we tell you to go, and you help us retrieve what we need you to retrieve. You will be part of the High Council and you will wear our badge. It means you represent us. But we will aid you in whatever it is we wish you to do. Gazzamatraz.
I'm going to turn to Jackiemoon.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of all this?
I have an issue with everything they're saying. But I don't know how to get round it. I don't want to double cross the High Council. But we need that shield and we need that sword.
You're my thinking exactly.
If you could find a halfway deal, if you can negotiate something with them, you have leverage and you have things that they want. Just do what you can for now and see what they come back with.
So, I have rescued your king.
Well, he's not king, is he? Is he? He's
No,
the head
no.
of the High Council.
Yeah.
So
Your
I've,
leader, if you wish.
I've rescued your leader, stopped him from being killed, as you've heard. I have weeded out a criminal in your own ranks and dispatched his men that we knew about, that are within your ranks. Now, knowing that there could be more of his men here, you still want to keep the shield and my sword, knowing they could be gone at any time under your watch. Do you not think the safest place would be with me, and I will assist you, but not work for you?
Now, you see, Gazzamatraz, you bring up a very fine point, and we are most grateful for your help. We are giving you 0 jail time from this point out for your crimes committed. You yourself avoided the death penalty in fine manner. There is no getting around that. But because of your great deeds, we will overlook any further punishment. Now, however, when it comes to your equipment, we've seen you do great things without it. You didn't require any of it when our leader needed your assistance. And we will be needing those items ourselves. Now, if you were part of us, we would return them to you.
How long do you think they'll stay safe under your lock and key? Bearing in mind you don't know who out of your soldiers is loyal and who is not.
Now, I hear once again, Gazzamatraz, your retort. And I want you to know that as of right now, they are in the safest place they can be, in a high security vault. And the key belongs itself to a very safe man, whose name I cannot name. But it is safe.
Would you have thought Xander safe?
Well, you're quite right, Gazzamatraz. You're quite right. But that is why we want you to join us. That is why we want you here with the High Council. We trust you.
See, I'm more than happy to help and assist you where you need me, but I do not want to be a member of the High Council. However, I don't believe that my possessions, the shield especially, are safe here. Now, you can count on the support of myself, Jackiemoon, Keitana.
Jackiemoon just grabs your wrist quickly and just whispers in your ear, "Don't mention Brienne," and sits back down.
And Firelighter, with what quests you need us for, and we will let you know if we can help. But we have our own missions we need to complete.
Well, I tell you what. Now, what if you received order from only Tarragon, and we gave you your items, but you had to answer to Tarragon, and you have to roam under our banner? Now, how would that sound?
I confer with Jackiemoon.
I, Jackiemoon, don't like the sound of being members of the High Council.
Now, I know I said to you I didn't want to double cross. Offer them Firelighter, and we will find a way to get Firelighter free. But for now, they will have to keep him, or offer your services to them for something big. Be part of them, but limit the time. Tell them until the artifacts are collected, maybe. Think of what it is that you could give, be it time, be it an item, but something that would end.
But the whole quest is the 3 items.
Yeah, but they don't even know what the artifacts look like.
Okay.
All they know is the shield, a goblet, and a sword. But they don't know.
Do you think they think my sword is the sword?
They don't know.
If I try something now, I'm not going to attack anyone. Will you go with it? It won't put you in a bad light. I'm not going to attack anyone. But if I say it, you can't go against what I'm saying. It will take the whole argument down.
All right, she nods and she sits down.
I've conferred with my partner in crime. Not crime. Sorry.
Jackiemoon's just...
Sorry, not crime.
You said you wouldn't.
If we go the route of me joining you, you will lose Jackiemoon you will lose Caetana, and you will lose Firelighter, and they will not assist you, and not assist me. Or we can assist you with certain things. We will cater to the Higher Council's needs and requirements to an extent. We will not be part of the Higher Council.
Please give me just a moment to confer myself. And he goes down the steps to Tyragon and has a conversation with him. Tyragon seems annoyed. And then this guy goes back up to the stand. He says, "You see now, I'm sure you're a man who knows about tradition. And the High Council, we do not deal with hire for help. We do not deal with anyone outside of our own ranks to help us. However, is there a way that you could just wear our banner? That you could be a part of us, but not a part of us?"
What do you have in mind?
Now see, we would create a separate branch for you called the Artifact Finders. You would have your own team. You would be able to do what you want, ask for resources, gain help from us. But all we ask is that what you do for the High Council.
Now look at Jackie. I don't want a discussion, like nod or shake head, and I'll go from there.
She shrugs her shoulders and then very gently shakes her head.
Just...
It's like a...
Bear with me.
I'll sit down next to Jackiemoon.
What's your end goal? What do you want? What's the issue here?
My issue is I don't want to be stuck with the High Council. Now, they've got resources, potions, scrolls that they can help. I don't deny them that. But I don't want to be affiliated constantly with rules.
I agree. And I'll sort out an end time, of course. I want you to know, although I appreciate your loyalty to the group, anything that happens here will only be a punishment to me. And I won't sign you up for anything in punishment for what I've done. So anytime you want to go or do your own thing, that's fine.
She kind of looks around the courtroom. I've seen a vision. And I need to be with you. And I'll be here. But I don't want you to be stuck under rules. That's not how you work.
Do you think it's going to control me for long?
Give me a little wink.
Yeah, and she goes, and that's what worries me.
And I just stand back up.
Okay.
This branch will contain solely me. Yes.
Well, now, you and your comrades will be a part of the branch, so we can give all of you resources and help and facilitate you.
But if my comrades want to leave at any point, obviously I am doing this out of punishment. They have done nothing wrong. In fact, they have stayed away. They disregarded their loyalties to me to uphold their justice and honour to the High Council. And therefore I don't think they should be punished by being made to join something they don't want to join and not being able to leave whenever they want to leave.
Well, now, I couldn't agree with you more. But let's not see this as a punishment for you, Gazzamatraz. Let's see this as reconciliation, huh? Let's see this as something that you need to you need to involve yourself in to redeem yourself. Now, I grant you this. What's that?
Saving the life of your leader wasn't enough redemption, though.
Now, what that did is that put you in good light. Hence, we want you to be a part of us. But that doesn't ever trade 4 lives that you have taken. And that is what you need to reconcile.
And what about the life that you took? Or the Higher Council took?
Now, what
Because regardless mine.
Well, I hear you. And if we had Xander, he would be tried for his punishments. And I assure you...
Was he not a representative of the High Council at the time?
He was indeed, and hence he would be punished. But you can't put the whole umbrella up for the High Council. We would pick him out and we would punish him correctly. And I assure you, if we find him, you would be brought to this court and you would be told what the punishment was. However,
I've got a feeling I'm going to find him. Just throwing that out there.
And if you do, let us know.
We'll see.
But
Oh, sorry.
upon what your request was, they can come and go as they please. You're the one that has to see it through. And you can change your team, your comrades, as and when you wish.
Once I've secured these artifacts, will I know more information about why I'm getting them for you and what you want to do with them?
I'll tell you what. We will tell you everything we know about the artifacts before you embark on your quest. So you know that we have got all of our cards on show and our chips are down. So when we send you out there, we do it with nothing but respect and support for you and your comrades.
So just to clarify, if I take this deal, all of my items will be returned to me. So I will leave as I came in. I will only answer to Tyragon. And once I've collected the items, this deal is done.
Well, on paper as it stands, yes, but I have a feeling you will enjoy your time at the High Council. And you will wish to stay.
That we will see.
But, and this is a big but, should you go back on your word, the penalty will be death. So do we have a deal?
I want to... Kaitana's in the stands, isn't she?
She is.
Okay, I'm going to look over at Kaitana as if I need a nod or a no. A yes or a no. Like, I want them to know that I'm involving them here. This isn't just a one-man decision.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look over at Kaitana and be like...
Kaitana bows at you. Should do whatever you want. She bows.
I look down to Jackiemoon.
Mm-hmm. She'll ask you to come down to her level.
You pop that down.
Okay, she goes.
What up, G?
What's the play? Are we double crossing? Are we just collecting the artifacts?
I think we see how it plays out. I think we could use the Higher Council to our advantage. For resources, we need the shield. Whatever happens, we need that shield. I think the best option is not to take on the Higher Council to steal the shield, and rather work with them, in a sense, have the shield, and see how it plays out. If you or I get any sneaky suspicions that we're collecting them for the Higher Council and they're going to be used for evil, then we cross that bridge when it comes to it. I don't think it's a good idea to plan to double cross now, when it could turn out hunky-dory.
She kind of tilts her head to the side a little bit.
But we do have an advantage now that we only report and answer to one person. So if we see random High Councilmen out on the street, they can't tell us what to do.
Yep. I like your thinking. I do. I think it's great. It's a great plan. I just worry, with genuine worry, until we know what to do when we find the 3 artifacts and they take them. That's the bit.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, we need the 3 artifacts.
Yes.
But they'll take them.
I mean, they can't teleport to where we are.
But who's to say they won't be with us? We are part of the High Council.
Because we'll make sure they're not.
I don't know if that's in our power.
We know the location of both of the artifacts. Or do you mean you think a member of the High Council is going to travel with us?
I think we're going to have an escort, almost certainly.
Bear with me.
Stand back up.
Right.
So just me and my team. And I pick the team.
Well, of course. But of course, as we have said, we will give you support.
The support I require. And only the support I require.
Well, and more.
What's more?
Well, of course, you will be sent with potions, and you will be sent with our councilmen to assist you.
I don't want High Councilman.
Well, now, here's the thing. How can you report back if you don't have our councilmen with you?
You guys are everywhere. Literally everywhere. I'll have contact with Tyragon. Sure, we'll be fine.
Now, if you're part of the High Council, you have to trust that we will have people with you purely to send messengers for you. So that you don't have to keep coming back and forth on a crusade.
Who?
Now, who? That is a good question. Why don't we let you pick? After this, we can introduce you to a few of our finest scouts. And you can pick 2 to take with you. And if you require warriors, if you require anybody else, mages, paladins, we got it all. And we can send them with you.
Let's just pop down to Jackiemoon real quick.
I think I've got a plan. You might have to trust me on this. But I think I can make this work. Even with an escort.
Okay.
Are you happy to do this? I'm not going ahead unless you say good.
Okay. I tell you what. As long, I don't care if we bring the whole High Council with us. As long as when we get those artifacts, they are our artifacts. Now, he's already told you you will be sentenced to death if you do not return them. So from now till then, you need to find a way.
Already got it.
All right.
You wink again.
Got this, Jackie, don't worry.
Okay. She goes, stop winking at me.
Just put my fist up.
Yeah. She gives a little bump back.
Stand back up.
Okay. Deal.
So a little mole man comes down out of a little door that was on the side, and he some paperwork, puts it down in front of you, and he goes, "Now sign here, here, and here." Do you sign? Hands you a little quill.
I look at my hand. I stabbed the quill into my hand and just sign it in blood.
Lovely. He goes, "Oh my!" He puts them together, and he scurries back off. He goes, "Well, we have a deal."
Hold on. Should I have read that before I signed it?
Too late, mate.
Okay.
So
I mean, this will be a sign of how trustworthy the High Council are. So
it certainly will, won't it? So, we have a deal. And Tyragon goes up to the stand and takes the place. I welcome you, Gazzamatraz. I welcome you to the High Council family, where you should have been all this time. If there is anything you need, you only need to ask me. You can send your scouts for help. One scout will always accompany you, so you cannot send them both away. However, we have our barracks, we have warriors, we have whatever you may need. Speak to me, I will find, I will give. But there are also only limits to what we can give, for we have an entire force that need taken care of. Do you have anything you request from me now?
My stuff back and firelighter.
Of course, it shall be given to you. However, when it comes to the possession of firelighter, he is your dragon. He shall never be taken from you. I must ask that we keep him for 1 week, for he has been incredible to our research as a dragon. Would that be okay?
Why do you want to keep him?
Pure research, his firepower, how he's making things for us. These tempered glass we never knew we could make. His wingspan, how he flies. We're learning so much. We just ask 1 more week.
Let me see him first.
He is your dragon, and you are now part of the High Council family. You may see him whenever you wish.
I mean, is that like now I can go and see him?
Well, when court finishes? Yeah.
Right. Before I make that decision, I want to see Firelight. I want to see that he's being treated well and if he is enjoying his time there, I guess. Mm-hmm. Essentially, that's what I want to do.
Okay, that's more than fair.
Like if he seems well fed and he's happy and he likes the people around him, then cool, keep him for a week. But
yeah. All right. Yeah, okay, cool. So with that, court dismissed. And there's kind of like an unhappy but kind of content kind of feel to the courtroom. So obviously people who've been there are like victims of the families and stuff like that, like families of the victims, are in that courtroom and stuff. So some of them aren't really happy or on board. They understand there was a mistake, but you can probably understand.
Turn around and look at them and go, "High Council boy." I'm not really.
Oh God, so, do you know what? I was genuinely thinking you were going to do that. I was like, oh jeez.
Kill this bitches.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, oh my God, that's gonna really tone this now. So 2 things that need to be done for Gazzamatraz now, and obviously whoever wants to join, is you need to be initiated into the High Council.
Wondrous.
You've already signed the paperwork, so all it needs is you need to have a uniform. Yeah. However, I don't know if you remember hearing it or not, but basically for you, that is essentially you wear a badge.
Yep.
You're not asked to wear the colours or anything like that. So you're all given badges, and then you must say an oath.
Great.
It's placed in front of you. And you're asked to read it.
Under this oath, I will seek out the good, and I will rid the evil. My heart will be pure, and in the light I shall prevail. I do not step into the realms of darkness, for my honour belongs to the High Council. I will not torture. I will not harm. I will not violate any living creature. I will stand up and protect those who need me, for I am the defender of the realm, the defender of the people. I am the High Council.
As you read that, you can feel a kind of light spirit enter you. It kind of makes you feel a little bit lighter, but it makes you feel somewhat connected. You almost feel like this is a scroll that you're reading. Jackiemoon reads it, Kaitana reads it, kind of the same thing happens to them as well. You don't know what this is yet. You don't know if this is a good feeling or a negative one. But as of right now, you just know you feel lighter.
Lighter as in not as heavy?
Bit of both.
Okay.
So then you're taking obviously firelighter. You're taking out the courtyard, and he is in a very large cage with an open top. He's got a chain around his neck, not tight at all, that's bolted down to the ground. The chain itself is probably about 30 meters long, so that he can still fly. He's, obviously still the same old, like 4 meters in length type stuff. So you can see there's someone in the cage with him. He's just sat on a chair. There's food in that cage. There's water in that cage. And Fire's just sort of awake, but just chilling.
Okay. Approach the cage door. Like I want to go in the cage. Is it open or?
Nope, it's locked.
Okay. Knock on the cage.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so Firelighter kind of excitedly kind of plods over to the door, and the guy that sat on the chair walks over, and he kind of shuffles. Kind of, what's that word? Shuffles. Yeah, shifts. I think I was going to mix with two there. Shuffles Firelighter back, then walks back to the door, unlocks it, opens it, peers around you. Tyragon gives a nod, and he lets you in. And he was like, I didn't know how court went. And he closes the door, locks it. And he's like,
can you give us a minute?
yeah, he goes sits back down.
And I go out to Firelighter. Give him a tickle his chin.
Yeah.
Give him a cuddle.
Yeah.
Sorry for getting you captured. Little buddy.
He lets out a little puff of little flame.
Have you been okay? They're treating you well?
Yeah, kind of playful. Kind of, doesn't respond in a negative way to that question.
Okay.
I haven't really got a voice for him, so
Yeah.
that's what I should be doing.
Just so you know, you've been released now. But they want to keep you for another week to do some research. Have they been treating you nicely? Have they been doing anything that you don't like?
It just blows a bit of smoke at you. Just a bit of flame.
I don't know if that's a yes or a no.
Well, I mean, it's a positive response.
Okay, that's positive.
Do you want to stick around here for another week?
Well, it kind of cuddles into you, you know.
You want to come with me?
Just still cuddling into you.
Okay. I will be back for you. I will be 1 week and I'll be back. Is that okay?
It puffs another little bit of fire flame at you. Yeah, it seems kind of sad about it, but
Okay.
Before I go, let's just start wrestling with him.
yeah, he's down for it.
Yeah, fighting him. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Right, I'll roll it.
Yeah. Do you know what? Actually, yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, that's a good. We haven't
smash
done
it.
no rolling. Done no rolling. He pins the shit out of you.
what did I get?
A 1.
Fuck
he
off.
absolutely pins you down.
All right, it's been a long imprisonment.
In all fairness, man, you've had a rough time.
I've been treated as well as you have.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, aren't you on like 14 health?
Yeah.
You lose a bit of health.
Oh, Jesus. He doesn't realise how bad a time it's been.
Yeah. He pins you down. You've 13 health now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite good.
Get up and just like give him a little dig to the jaw. Just,
You little scamp.
Yeah.
and then ruffle his head. All right. I put my hand on his nose. I'm like, I'll be back. Promise.
Yeah.
And I walk back. And I go out the door. And I turn.
Cagekeeper scurries up to the door. Unlocks
Well,
it.
just in case Firelighter gets out the door, yeah?
Just in case anyone gets in.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I open the door, go out to Tyragon. I'm like, 1 week.
1 week.
Okay.
Yep.
Do not harm him.
Would you like to see the research?
Yes.
Excellent. Come with me. You will like this. You follow him round. And it's just kind of out the back. There's like a large field behind where the cage is. And there is what it looks like kind of like a wooden prototype dragon. There is this beautiful glass structures. They're like tempered glass that are like spread out in all these kind of different shapes and stuff like that. And then, Gazzamatraz, this is for you. And he pulls out these black gloves, and they've got razor blade like type nails on them. And there's like, these are designed of the teeth of a firelighter. They are as sharp as we can make them. They are the molds of his teeth. And this is what the research we need for arrowheads, for all kinds of things. And I thought you might find it pretty cool to wear the gloves, to strike in the same way with the teeth of your dragon. What do you think?
Sounds good.
So he hands them to you.
Thank you.
Well, what do you think of the research? I mean, you know he's in capable hands.
I just want to be clear. Gazzamatraz don't really understand the research and stuff. He gets it. He's like,
Oh, you make cool gloves, yeah.
Yeah.
doesn't understand like the intricacies of what they're going into.
Yeah, like
and
they've
stuff.
made a
Like,
prototype dragon.
Yeah. He's like,
Cool dragon, yeah, nice. Gloves, yeah, wicked, yeah.
but he's not going to let on that that's the case.
Yeah.
Seems, researchy, yeah.
Excellent.
Great.
I just need you to know for the week you can see he's been well treated. Everything here is in order. No torture devices, nothing of concern.
Just don't hurt him.
No problem. No problem at all. But I must let you know, we need you to set off today.
Shocker. Not even going to give me a bed for the night. Just letting you know. Do you know how injured I am right now? My dragon just battered me.
Yeah. We will give you potions
Good.
before you set off. But there is the big issue now of picking your scouts. Would you like to come with me and do so?
Well, yes, of course.
So you then go out and you head now towards the barracks. And in here are some cool looking guys as well. There's some burly geezers, some mages. Tyragon turns to you. Here in the great capital, Elwyn, this is the best barracks that you will ever find. We'll now go through to the scouts, but after this, if you would like to look at our warriors to take with you, we can offer you 2 warriors. Would that seem something for your quest?
Am I responsible for their safety?
No.
Okay.
So he then heads out, and there are 5 scouts. Now, they're all small in stature. They look nippy, that kind of thing. However, one is taller than you, but slender. He goes through the first one. This here is Martuk. And it's a small, yellow, kind of like plain, simple looking character. Puts its hand out to you to shake your hand.
You shake his hand, yeah.
Shake his hand. Martuk goes, "It's a pleasure to meet you." Goes back in line. Martuk is a specialist in finding rocks. I know that sounds very simple, but as you know in this land, all rocks can mean different things. Goes to the second one. This here is Calvin. Calvin is of a similar height, very blue this time. Very scaly skin, big black eyes. Puts his hand out to shake yours.
Yeah, shake it.
Okay. It is a pleasure to meet you. He stands back in line. Calvin here is an expert with water. A fantastic swimmer. Fantastic sorcerer of water. Cannot be conjured, but he can manipulate water. To an extent. Next is the one that's like 7 foot tall, very slender build. Here we have Tybalt. Now, he looks up at Tybalt. Tybalt is not your average scout. And I cannot show you right now, but Tybalt moves through trees and hides in plain sight like you wouldn't believe. Fantastic in forests. Also, if you need to pluck something.
How much taller than me is he?
About, I said 7 foot there, but I'm going to say he's actually about 9 feet tall.
Okay. So like substantially taller.
Substantially taller.
Okay, so it's not like, I'm just thinking when you said he can pluck things, I'm like, well, if he's only like a foot taller than me, then
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not.
But he's like his arm is really long arm span and stuff like that. So that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So Tabit is kind of like a dark green kind of colour. And his skin almost reminds you of like dried moss. Tabit puts his hand down to shake yours.
Yeah, shake his hand.
Shake his hand. Okay, then we move to the next person. This is Sharma. Sharma is maybe sort of the height of Jackiemoon. Tall, but not exceptionally tall like yourself. Now, Sharma can see light in the dark. Purple in colour. She is fantastic at glowing when she needs to. She puts her hand out to shake yours.
Yep.
Shake it. She goes back. And finally, everybody's favourite. Hasfoot. Hasfoot is white in colour, almost transparent. Hasfoot only has one ability, but what ability it is. Hasfoot is very fast. Here are the 5 top scouts we have. All unique, all amazing. Every time you return to Elwyn, you may pick different scouts. Would you like to pick now?
How many can I take?
2.
And I can't send both scouts back.
What you must be accompanied by 1 scout every time.
How fast is very fast?
He is 3 times faster than any other scout.
Okay. Where am I going?
Excellent. So, we've received word of a place, a forest, where there should be an artifact. It's guarded by a sorceress of the wind. And we need you to go there and investigate.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll take Forest Boy. Sorry, that's rude. Tybalt. And let's take Hasfoot.
Excellent. Got yourselves ready, gentlemen. And you're going to get ready. The other 3 don't look disheartened. Do you know what I mean? They're just get back to the business.
I'll be back for you.
Now, I would like to show you some warriors. Some high councilmen. Sorry. What are you after? Who would you like in your team?
A healer.
Great. We only have one healer at current. Extremely hard to come by. And he goes out and he pulls in an old man. Long white beard. This here is Prior. Now, Prior moves slow. That is the drawback of Prior. But obviously, he's a good healer. Would you wish to have him come with you?
Move slow, as in battle?
As in, doesn't walk fast.
Okay. Does he have a horse?
We can get him a small horse, yes. Okay. He's a small man. So we can do that, no problem. Anything else for you? Before you speak, he goes, clicks his fingers. Oh my goodness. A healer, why didn't I think? We have the finest paladin the world could offer. And he goes, it is my own personal guard. It would honor me for you to take him with you.
Where was he during all this riffraff?
He's been away on crusade.
Good person.
I'm going to ask you to fetch him. For he is not here now.
Mm-hmm.
Hence he is away.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Anything else you might need?
No.
Excellent. So he goes off, and he says there will be a briefing very shortly.
Just to clarify, is Priya coming with me or no?
Yeah. If you wanted him with a little horse.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, just because I thought I was going to... these warriors, I can just send back whenever. They don't have to stay with me the whole time.
But, I mean, till the job's done. Oh, you're talking to Tarragon.
Yeah.
Sorry. Until the job is done. Until whatever it is they're required for.
What if I don't... Okay, if I don't need them anymore, I can send them back to you?
Yes.
Okay.
The scouts must stay.
Yeah.
But the warriors...
Easy to kill. What?
Steady now. He kind of laughs. Anyway. He goes, you've got a couple of hours, then you will come back. And you will have our debrief. And on your way. So what are you going to do with these couple of hours?
Meet up with Jackie.
Oh, sorry. Meet up with Jackie and Kaitana.
Cool.
And maybe Brianne if she's around. But...
All right. So you walk out of where you are. You walk sort of as you start to go down like an alleyway back into the main courtyard. Well, your vision starts to get a real black kind of trim around the outside. And you hear like a hiss noise. And you hear, outside. Outside. What are you going to do?
Where am I walking?
You're just walking back to the courtyard to go and see Kaitana and...
Okay, I'm going to walk outside then.
You're going to go straight outside?
Yeah.
Right. You've almost got tunnel vision now. Like, you go outside, and then outside is dark. It's the middle of the day, but to you it's dark. And then by a tree, you can almost see something bubbling. Like almost like a symbiote type fluid. You're going to go to it?
Mm-hmm.
You approach it, and you kneel down to it. Gazzamatraz, I know what you seek. I can help you.
Who are you?
I am the dark that covers the light. I am the evil that leads this world. I can give you everything you really, really want.
In exchange for?
Nothing. I give you a lawless world. I give you power. And all I ask is that you take me with you.
No, I'm good. Thanks, though.
It sinks into the ground. You will regret this, Gazzamatraz.
Yep.
And
Just as I stand up, realise I really need a wee, and just have a wee where he was.
and the darkness just leaves the light. Leaves your eyes. You're back in normal kind of frame and everything like that. You're walking back.
Yeah, back to the
courtyard to see Jackie and Kaitana. Now it's just Jackie, where she is. She comes over to you. She goes, "Look, I should probably tell you everything at this point.
Will be good."
I had a vision maybe a year ago. I knew to save Brienne. I knew where to go. I knew where she would be. I don't know why everything was on fire. But that's what I knew. And then I knew I had to find you. And I knew Brienne had to come with me. But I don't know why yet. My story in this is to make sure that happens, which is why I can't leave you. What is your story? I feel there are things I don't know.
When I was younger.
How recappy is this?
Yeah, just do whatever you feel. Whatever you feel.
When I was younger, I was sent to the monastery. My father, I always knew was Tarragon, and he sent me away to a monastery. And from what I thought, tried to kill me. I was killed, but was brought back to life by the monks of my monastery. They revived me, took me in and raised me. And that's who Papa was my father. I know I've mentioned him to you before and you had no idea who that was.
Yeah.
I've come to find out that's why I didn't like the High Council. That was my issue with the High Council. I have come to find out that I have a brother, a half-brother, Xander, who, in fact, was the one who tried to kill me, not my father, Tarragon. That's the situation with the High Council. Now, outside of that, the guy who's got the flaming sword, can't remember his name.
Arceus,
the pirate king or pirate leader who has the flaming sword. I told you about him. He appeared to me after we killed the dragon. He is also after the artifacts. He has promised to kill everyone around me and leave me alive to watch them die and burn and suffer. He has also said, whether this makes any sense to you, that he's always watching.
Must have a connection. What could that be? A connection. He must have a connection. But what? If he's always watching. Does he have an artifact?
Yes.
Oh. But can you see him?
I've not tried. Not a magic guy. I don't know if you...
We can get Brienne to look.
I was going to say, I know someone who is a little bit magic. So that's kind of my story so far.
Interesting.
Also, I had a friend called Gollum. I killed him.
Oh, why?
Accidentally.
Huh.
When I got the shield, the same time I saved you, my first test was a choice between Papa and Gollum. I was tricked.
By who?
Oh, shit, she doesn't know about him, does she? Jesus. Gawain.
Who's he?
I have my theories,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing concrete.
What?
He's linked to the artifact somehow. He was keeping the shield.
He was keeping the shield.
He was the keeper of the shield, guardian, if you will, of the shield. But now he just roams and plays games.
Can you fight him?
I wouldn't. Pretty big deal.
Wow. Okay.
He's not bad, but he's not good. He's just going.
Do we trust him?
No.
Oh.
We also don't distrust him.
I just want to say, while you're doing this, in the crowd that's going on behind, you see a tall blue figure just top his hat off to you and carry on walking.
Pretty sure that was him.
She turns. What does he look like? I can't.
He's a big, tall, blue elf.
She can't see him.
Of course you can't. That's going.
I don't know if you're making this up.
I could be.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Gerwin would have you think that. So who knows?
Okay. Wow. This has been quite a what time for you?
Yeah. Also, while we're just spilling our guts here,
Wow.
Sonic Onag.
Sonic Onag.
Oh, yes. He's my guard. Oh, was my guardian.
Was?
Oh, he's abandoned me now.
Why?
Because I was a douchebag, apparently.
You were a douchebag.
Well, that's questionable.
I mean, Sonic Onag is the light.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, he wouldn't tell me that. He might have done.
he probably did.
So, yeah, he was guiding me until I killed all the High Councilmen. And then he abandoned me.
Yeah. That checks out.
And I pull out the 2 stones.
These are his eyes. You want them?
She looks at them. And there's just a flicker of light on them. I don't know, I think they're for you.
Yeah, pretty useless.
I contemplate throwing them over my shoulder, but there's something in me that won't let me. So I'm like, put them back in my pocket.
Nice. Okay. Is that all chips down?
Maybe. I'm probably forgetting some things. There's a lot of stuff that goes on.
I can tell. Hey, I feel we can work through it.
I just want to say as well, if we're going to continue this, you got to stop the bitchiness.
Okay. Well, if you're going to stop being
I'll stop being a dick. You stop being a bitch.
Okay. I feel I'm only a bitch when you're a dick, so...
You're doing it now. Literally doing it now.
Okay. All right. I feel like you're being a dick now, right? She's laughing while she's going doing this time.
Right,
She's not
shocker.
taking it. Yeah.
Just put my fist up.
Yeah.
We're doing this?
Dink. Okay. I filled Kaitana in with what this is kind of about.
She's not really an open book, that one, is she?
Not really.
No.
But definitely trustworthy. I've worked with her many times. Did you pick the scouts?
Yeah.
Cool.
We got super fast scout.
Nice.
We got forest scout. We're off to the forest to see an old friend of mine who I may or may not have promised a shield.
Oh, Gazzamatraz.
Don't know if she's as powerful as Gerwin, but we'll see.
Gazzamatraz. Okay. Gaetana comes in. She says, it's time for the debrief. Are you guys going to follow her up?
Yeah.
So, out you go. There you see all of your items just laid out on this table, all neatly folded, nothing like tampered with, nothing broken. And there's the shield. You're going to put it all on.
Yeah. Pick the shield up and check if it's got straps now.
It's got straps.
Excellent stuff.
However,
Okay.
when you pick the shield up, the best way I can describe it is it feels hungry.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, you put everything else on.
Just quickly turn to Tyragon.
Those soldiers. How many could I take with me?
You could probably take one more.
And I'm not responsible for their well-being. If they die in battle, they die. It's not my responsibility.
Yeah, the scouts will report back how they die and what goes on. That's fine, yeah.
I'll just kind of look at the shield.
Right. Don't worry about it.
I sweat. A bead of sweat comes down my head then. I was like, oh, God, here we go again.
I just want to feed the shield.
No, yeah, I get that.
So I've got my 2 scrolls back. I've got my sword. Oh, I thought I already had my stuff because I had the Eyes of Sonny Canog. But
I thought you had your clothing back and stuff like that,
Okay.
but all your like swords and your
yeah.
weapon, all that kind
so
of
I've got the
stuff.
shield, I've got my gloves, got my axes.
Yeah,
Well, I don't really need the gloves anymore because I've got these black dragon teeth gloves.
yeah, but they're not enchanted with frost.
Yeah, but fuck that. I hand my gloves off to Jackiemoon.
Cool. She's quite pleased with that. She puts them on.
Yeah.
And you've got your little team. Okay, so Tyragon looks at you. So the quest that we have for you to do with your team. He smiles at the team. Hello, team. First thing, I need you to collect a great paladin by the name of Ryking. He is currently in the mountains. You will pass him on your way through to the forest. I will send word by carrier bird that you are coming for him, so he will be ready for you. Once you have Ryking, he is also with Steed, so you can all, from that point, be ready to ride. Then you will make your way to the forest to find the sorceress. We currently don't know her name, nor her whereabouts exactly. We just know that she is a sorcerer of the wind, who seeks the artifacts. Little else do we know, but we feel she may be key to this. Once she has been located, if she is slain, captured, or if she is submissive and wishes to come to Elwyn to speak to us, all of these options are fine. Please do send a scout ahead of time to let us know the outcome. Any questions for me?
Any further info on her, or?
Sadly, we just know that she is powerful.
Okay. I'll grab some potions.
Absolutely you can. And he will give you 3 potions.
Also, where's my scrolls? You took them.
I took
I
them.
want them back.
Here, sir, is revival.
There you go.
Here, sir, is place to place.
There you go.
I'm going to have the potions ready for you for next week. Because we're going to end the episode there. Yeah. Just as you're about to head off. All right, well, I'm sorry that wasn't the most action-packed episode we've ever had.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah?
It was good.
Good. And do you know what? I was really, for better choice of words, nervous about putting a court episode in.
Oh, it was interesting.
Well, I hope so.
Bit of character development.
Yeah, I hope it listens well.
So do I.
Yeah, because when I was thinking about it, I know I discussed it with you a while ago, didn't I? That I was saying like I don't know if it's going to be boring or. Actually, we got through a lot.
Yeah. Well, let us know what you think.
Yeah, please do. Please, I will be. If people are like that's good. Like, don't feel concerned about doing that.
Yeah.
That would make me feel better. Or if they're like stick to killing dragons. Or something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Where's the fighting?
yeah. There's plenty of fighting next episode. So fear not our
I think.
bloodthirsty.
Nope. Gazzamatraz is no longer bloodthirsty. He's a pacifist.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool. So
Prisoners changed
Gaz
him.
gets eaten by the shield. And
Prisoners changed him.
yeah. What did you think of the symbiote type thing? The goo, the black goo.
Don't know. Nothing to do with me, mate.
Did you feel nothing towards joining it?
No, not really.
Did you not? Would
I don't think I was
old
ever gonna-
Gazzamatraz?
Oh, I don't think old Gazzamatraz would have.
You don't think?
Because
So?
I don't think old Gazzamatraz is evil.
No.
So I think I don't think he's an evil guy. Just an angry guy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like he's just like an angry teenager kind of
But obviously,
situation trapped in a grown man's
Yeah,
body.
that's fair. Yeah, I wasn't sure because obviously all he offered you was power.
Yeah, but he said he was the thing of evil and darkness that covers the light. I don't think that's what Gazzamatraz wants.
Yeah, which is fair, but obviously I think its thing was so far you've not you've not steadied the course of light, so it was.
But he's also not been the course of evil. He's just done some wrongdoing.
Yeah.
He's done some right doing.
Yeah.
He's a bit like Gerwin, but a barbarian.
Yeah.
Not good, he's not bad.
That's a very
You know what I mean?
that's a very arrogant
I mean, he's not as powerful, don't get me wrong.
super intelligent,
No.
all powerful being
I mean,
that is going.
Of
Bit
course,
of that.
yeah. Of course, that's how you relate it to. Not just that he's not good, he's not bad, he's not. He just kind of does what he wants
Celtic
to do.
neutral that is going. That we think he is Celtic neutral anyway.
I mean, yeah, at the moment he is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love Gerwin. Gerwin's my favourite character.
Yeah, I know. Just because you like to fuck with me, basically.
I think Gerwin's so good. God, what genius put him into this, I'll tell you what.
just something I can do nothing about is Gerwin.
That
does
that
what the
is
fuck he
Gerwin.
wants,
Yeah.
Right. Oh, you want to fuck me over? No problem at all.
Yeah. Suddenly Gerwin tips his hat to you.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Fuck you, Gerwin.
Yeah. No, there'll be plenty of going throughout though.
Yes, I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
I'll wait for his arrival once more.
Are you cool with Jackiemoon now?
We'll see.
I feel you're cool with Jackiemoon.
Yeah, we're all right as is.
Yeah.
I feel like I needed to tell her everything so that she could, if we're going to do this together and she's going to stick with me regardless,
Yes.
she can know shit. That's fine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that was one of her biggest frustrations. Was she knows she has to stick with you, but kept being like every time you do stuff.
I mean, she tried to abandon me once. I had to go and get her. So,
I think there was more to that than
yeah, of course there was.
there always is. So, righty ho. Well,
it's been emotional,
certainly has.
guys.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Like, subscribe, comment down below whether you liked it or not. If you didn't like it, find another quest to watch. No, don't.
Don't do that. Just keep watching ours regardless.
Yeah. We love you very much. Good night.
Good night.